I was very concerned at times
I
about
bet.
myself and others, but you know, they do everything humanly possible to make sure we make it.
This can't all be true.
Every word.
A CIA Black Vault break-in.
Am I reading this correctly? The Kremlin bombing?
In fairness, the bomb was actually meant to kill him.
He gassed a security briefing.
That was just 2 months ago.
Are you the type of villain that people hate to love you or love to hate you?
I think both. You know, some villains, they get more love than the star sometimes. It's weird. That's why, you know, you can't, you know, you have to have a good villain, meaning someone who is so difficult, such a problem, that achieving victory over that villain is more meaningful. So a formidable villain is always necessary because your hero has to go on a quest, and the higher that mountain is to tackle, to tame, to win over, the more meaningful and satisfying a film can be.
Even this interview, you're kind of mean and tough. You're like,
Well, no, but as I'm talking about this, I'm going back into like the state of mind because, you know, we all have different sides to ourselves. No one is completely good or completely evil. We all have, you know, the most evil of persons have a soft side somewhere. And the most benevolent and, you know, divine of people have a side they probably hide. So I like to work within those realms and give my character some degree of dimension. You can't, it's not my character's movie, but it's my character's movie to anchor in the deep sense. Like when I did another film, I was the dark side of the hero. And in this case, you know how they have the Christ and the Antichrist? I kind of like to look at myself as the antithon. Do you know what I'm saying? The dark side, the ghost from his past that's going to make it really tough for him to continue, or to make it impossible for him to prevail.
this film is very sentimental to me. It's kind of like a lot of feeling, a lot of love, a lot of things to it than all the other ones. I think this one's just like, it's, you know, you kind of like kind of cry a few times or sad.
A lot of nostalgia, too.
Yeah, there you go, nostalgic. That's what it is.
Yeah. You get to evolve with the character. You get to go back in time. It's a time machine. You know, it's a fun way to go back in 30 plus years.
Wow.
How many movies have that ability to
No.
see Ethan 30 years ago when he was a new IMF guy, you know, and now to see what he's learned and how he applies it, and to see the love. You know, it's really about friendship and bonds. I mean, we all have teams in our lives that we want to be a part of. And this is the ultimate team, you know?
Yeah, you said it exactly. This is the ultimate team. And I want to back to you and Ethan on the plane there. You've done everything on all these films. Now you're also flying a biplane, and you're Mr. Evil there, you know, trying to get them. I'm not spoiling it here, but you do so many different things in your acting and stunt work. So how's that been? How was it doing all these scenes?
I mean, again, I've been told that, you know, not to spoil too much. It's been a learning experience, and it's been fun, because you train as hard as you can to then let go and let God. You know, I was very concerned at times about myself and others, but you know, they do everything humanly possible to make sure we make it. But there were times when I watched the monitor after a certain sequence, and I know the outcome, and I'm still at the edge of my feet going, you know, do the thing you need to do. You know, it's like, it's fascinating. It's fascinating. And I want the audiences to tell us what they feel, because there's nothing more satisfying than the reaction of a true fan who really, really loves this. And from the feedback I'm getting now, it's looking good.
I need you to trust me. One last time.